viewers! So, this week, everything was supposed to go brilliantly. Frogbox was set up, nothing was forgotten, everything was charged. Rob and I had some shelter. It was a gorgeous sunny day. Phoenix were out strong. There was an opposition and a nice cool breeze that drifted through, keeping us cool. So, there was an issue. A local beacon that pumps out signal had gone down, meaning the footage was broken up, a little rubbish if I'm honest. So, what to do? Well, thankfully, Rob and I had the most marvellous chat. We were supposed to be commentating on the game, and mostly we did, but here and there it went a little awry. So, here is a shortened video with the best of. There's a bit of cricket in the background, but really, it's just an added benefit. I hope you enjoy the video. Fingers crossed everything works out a little better next week.
This week, we were playing at the Frimley recreational ground. Here is the team sheet. Alan Doyle lost the toss and was put into bat. Frogbox was out in its full glory. We were all set. Now on to the game.
Well, hello there, viewers, and welcome to the most marvellous Saturday you could ever expect. And just as we start casting live, a gentleman right next to us decides to take his strimmer and cut down half the weeds outside of his back garden. And Neil jukes the wall, calls Alan Doyle through for a bye. Blackheath, we are playing Blackheath third 11. This is the Phoenix Firsts against them. And Blackheath third 11 won the toss and decided to put us into bat. It's kismet. It's our dear chairman, Rob Fryer.
Good afternoon, everybody. Been looking forward to this.
Rob's got a load of stats and statistics to tell me, and I should inform you all that this match today is sponsored. You may have come across Blue Peak before in our previous videos.
A surveying and accountancy business in the heart of the Thames Valley. So as well, SKK sponsored our under-9 game at home to Yateley today.
That through the covers. It's heading towards the boundary. It's a dry outfield, and that has gone for 4 runs. Marvellous stroke, and should iron out the cobwebs from last week.
Absolutely.
Mind you, he probably played midweek, didn't he?
Played midweek.
He
did play midweek. Looking to put a score on here because we're not hanging around, are we?
Oh, and the second bye, misfield. There could be a few extras out there today owing to the outfield. Hawley was unavailable to us because of an event, and so we find ourselves here at our second ground.
Back at Frimley Green is something that Surrey Heath Council were really keen to do.
So the second 11 viewer? Well, basically, Wolferston and Burpham, we have never played them before. The second 11 are away there, and Sandeep is making his debut for the 2.
Would you like a gin and tonic?
I'm not going to say no.
Have you ever had one of my gin and tonics?
I've never had one of your gin and tonics, Rob, but I suspect I'm certainly going to have one now. Short pitch that time. Neil goes for a run. Alan wasn't looking.
He's out, mate.
Well, umpire has not given it. Couldn't quite get an idea of whether that was out or not, but bit of the doubt goes to the batter. But then again, Alan Doyle has run out 3 people within the last week, so it's
I don't know. Did he
calmer. Oh, full delivery.
Nice shot.
Nice shot, and that's going to come the whole way to the boundary. Does he win a car? No, it goes past Frogbox.
Take Frogbox out after all the work.
After all the work, finally smashes it.
Big shout out to Joe Warren as well, who's Portsmouth University, your hero of ours. May even be coming back to play a few games for us. Now he's back, and his dad Dave, who I was chatting to this morning.
Well, it looks like he's making good progress with the strimming.
Shout out to my mum and dad as well, who are watching this.
Unfortunately, hasn't strimmed the area where the ball has gone into, but maybe he'll move on to that in a bit. North Wheatley has these problems on a regular basis. It's usually lawnmowers.
I don't know what it's going to taste like, but I'd like to think it's 10 out of 10 for effort here.
Very much so. Lime and everything. And not just one slice.
From the garden.
Displayed his youthful ballet trainee, did Neil Jukes right then? I made that up, Rob. I don't know whether Neil did any ballet as a youngster. I'd like to think he did, though. Oh, slightly fuller.
I can see him in the tutu. You're good health.
And to you. Thank you very much. Put my blackcurrant cordial away.
Is that what you had, blackcurrant cordial? Is there something cheeky in that then?
No, I wish there was. Oh, and that was a short pace ball that's gone high in the air. Fielder underneath it, and a catch is taken. That was a slower delivery. Neil didn't read it. He went for the Hail Mary, and unfortunately the ball just went up in the air. A bit of a dolly, and that was an easy out. I think Neil will very much be kicking himself for that. Tom the Bomb is entering the fray now, isn't he?
He is indeed.
Tom has recovered from an unfortunate knee issue he had last week. It was swollen to the size of a zeppelin. So he didn't bat last week, but he has been in scintillating form.
Famous last words, isn't it?
Famous last words. Commentators go. Looking at the pitch today, viewer, and I will post videos of it in our highlights footage, and I'm sure in the weekly roundup.
Absolutely.
It isn't the flattest wicket. Played better than the first match of the season when the ones met Graveswood here, because at least it's dry. But yeah, be some invariable bounce. We just have to hope not too much. Well, it's them today.
Isn't it just? Yeah, this would be great. They could get a score today.
It's cool breeze drifting through the dry plains of Frimley Wreck. Indeed. We are joined by the Rose Dog. Steve Rose is here. How was last night, Rosie? All good?
Yeah.
Marvellous night. Were you out with Ryan, or was it a separate do?
No, I was with Robbie Carr.
Robbie Carr.
Probably won't be watching, he'll be in bed, won't he?
He's a bit of a George Michael lookalike, isn't he? I always look at him and think, wham, straight away, you know?
That's a careless whisper.
Whisper, yeah, it's a careless whisper. Yeah. But in fairness, he is the man who has given me one of the most of the boundary when his trousers fell down.
And that's hammered along the ground, stopped by the fielder's ankle. Because that's Alan Doyle.
He never flinched though, did he?
He never flinched. Doesn't dare. Wants a place in the twos.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, and that one kept low, and it's gone through the keeper, and that's gone all the way to the boundary. And that's once again in the bushes. It's an area that hasn't been trimmed, so there may be a bit of searching going on there. We are. Oh, and another high one. There's not much Tom could do about that. That was a nick. And went all the way to second slick. We are joined by Neil Jukes, the crack in the wall. You got a bit exuberant today, didn't you, Neil? Slow one.
I think that's probably the way to go on here.
Yeah.
You may as well, if you feel like there's a ball that you can hit.
There's always one with your name on it, isn't there?
Yeah, I think there is.
Do you know when your 50th cap is?
Yeah, I'm sure you're going to tell me.
I am. Any idea?
Is it the next game I play?
No, it's 2. You're 48.
Next two, I'm on 48.
Yeah, and Baz is on 48.
Oh, well, Baz will be on
Yogi
49 now, won't
He
he?
will, yeah. Yogi on 47.
Isn't that nice? Shame we couldn't all get to 50 in the same match.
Well, it would be nice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Alan Doyle currently on 19.
Only needs 28 to go past 1,500 league runs for the club.
There we go.
So he's 9 away.
There's another fantastic stat for you, viewer. Got Stat Bomb Rob with me today.
I can't help it.
I think it's fantastic.
He's on. How many rows is he on? 3. Well, he only needs 12 to go past 500 league runs.
Our scorer for this innings, the Sandhurst Bone Crusher, Harrison Boyd Oil, who I think has smelt some food and. And as soon as I mention that, he walks away.
I had to go back home today. Forgot his trousers. Do you know that?
Oh, well, I'm not going to comment on that, as I am frankly bad, if not worse, at the moment.
Yeah, forgot his trousers. I would think that's a syrup of wood, wouldn't you? It's
After
Harrison.
saying I'd got everything from Midhurst, guess what I left?
No.
Yes, I did. I left my drinks bottle.
That's just incredible, Henry.
I'm leaving.
Everyone's a coconut, mate. James Martin joins us.
James
as well.
Martin!
We are live, mate. You are on Frogbox. How are you?
Lovely to see you, James Martin.
I'm living nearby, so I thought I'd pop over.
It's been an interesting
Draws.
one.
Yeah, I've just had a look on the scoreboard, so 33 for 2.
It's
when I
leaping
looked
up
at it,
all
so-
over the place.
Is it?
That would be Cafe Corner back at Hawley. And here it's Cops Corner, probably. Information here from James Martin.
Thank you,
The
James.
twos currently are at 17 for 1. Got yourself a
Informer.
job.
The informer, eh? You're the huggy bear of this.
Well, in fact, you could pick it up on your phone, Rob,
Well,
couldn't you? Hello, you Warrens.
They're on their way to golf. Henna's commentary is better than TMS. The best performance since appearance in the Doctor's season 23, episode 4.
I thank you.
Could you give us a bit of a line from that?
I can't even
Oh,
remember
Doctor,
any.
I don't feel well. Is that what did you have to say?
I'll let you know in a minute. After a full bunger comes to Alan Doyle and he knocks it past mid-wicket. It's not going to go. It's held up just before the boundary, and in comes.
Or matron, no. Oh,
So-
Dr. Tinkle.
I was playing the husband of the best friend of one of the regulars.
Oh, right.
And the best friend was being naughty.
Ah, I see.
She was cheating on me,
Ah,
and
yes.
I came
Yes.
up quite unexpectedly.
Did you catch her then?
No. It's doctors, Rob.
Oh, you
Oh,
don't.
and-
Is it like Mills
picked
and
up.
Boone on film, really? Is it? It's Mills and Boone books, isn't it, on film?
It's daytime television.
Yes,
No sex, please. We're British.
yes. Would you like to try some sherry?
You've brought sherry. What is this? The 1970s? Don't tell me you've brought blancmange. And maybe it's the 80s. Maybe we've
No,
got pineapple in.
I'm doing my best to look like Orson Welles at the moment. So it's.
We should have
He
really.
used to do the sherry adverts, didn't he? Domec Double Century. Do you remember he used to do those? Do you remember them?
We need a chaise longue, don't we?
Harvey chaps. It's something a bit interesting. Something you probably never had before. It's not your Harvey's Bristol Creed.
Other brands of sherry, I'm sure, are available. Anyone to sponsor us at all, you're more than welcome. Wow, strawberry.
It's not
preserve.
strawberry preserve.
The sherry you're just using. So I'll try and describe it to you, viewer. Chairman Rob has brought a gorgeous crystal cut sherry glass and drawn from his bag one of those
You gagged,
very
James.
small strawberry preserve jars filled with sherry.
What would you say it tastes like? Christmas pudding, I can taste.
Yeah.
Or change your bowler.
It's called nectar.
Another left arm, but left arm round this time. Such a distraction from the sherry. We're missing. We're missing the
Sorry,
important action of the
game's
cricket.
getting in the way.
And there was me. I hadn't even noticed that the strimmer had stopped.
No, neither had I.
Past the keeper, but again has held up that reliable grasp by the goalpost. Right. Whilst they're in change of overs, I shall
Back to the sherry.
consume. I can already smell plum. It has a port like
It is porty, isn't it? Yeah, it is a bit. Ooh.
change or an update in the scores. Warpleston Verpham are now 22, was it?
21 for 2.
21 for 2. Isn't it lovely to have Rich playing again?
Unbelievable. Yes, so pleased.
Missed the whole of last season, unfortunately, but back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
Get the pitch. Another left arm. Left arm round this time. He did pitch it. Well, who would have thunk it? A team full of left arm bowlers. It's not what you would expect, really.
No. What was your verdict on the sherry, Mother?
It's very quaffable. Lovely. It's more a day for gin and tonic. Oh, that ball went into the stratosphere.
This one can go in the fridge. When it was in the cold, it tasted more raisiny.
Yeah.
And then a mate of mine, we were in the Isle of Wight and we bought some cream from Marks and Spencer's and then poured this. Oh man, it was wonderful. Wonderful. Really works well with ice cream.
You get Alan Doyle playing forward, you've delivered a decent delivery. So here we are, Frimley, your one-stop shop to alcohol advisory.
Exactly, all of those sherries. The Sherry Tasting Society. I believe we need to say get well soon to Jamie Lee as well. Knackered his leg up playing football in the garden with the boys.
Oh, again, poor Jamie and his legs.
He's a bit Douglas Bader, isn't he?
Indeed. He has, I don't believe he's got any cartilage in certain areas of his knee or knees, but he still actively plays. He said he wasn't going to play this season, but he part in a couple of games, so the fibber. Oh,
It won't stop him going on to
well, the wind has died down here a little bit, which...
yeah, sorry about that.
I don't know. This is going to be a wonderful highlights video. Hammered. Over the bowler's head. Enough to get past mid-off without a problem, and all the way down here to the boundary. And it's got lost in the only clump of grass that hasn't been trimmed. Seems to have done one side along a load of either what seems to be fruit trees, something that definitely needed to be trimmed, but didn't do the other side. So your full intention was to sloshed.
Yes,
so,
exactly. Exactly.
Do you realise I have work later?
Have you?
I have to cycle as well.
Good Lord.
Over yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, no joke. Look at that.
Oh my God.
I
You
have
did as well.
Yes,
That's
I
really
do.
quite nasty, isn't it?
I have a sort of a.
Looks like you've been mauled.
Yes, not quite that. It's sort of a friction burn viewer, but it was caused by a pedal, a wayward pedal from my bike. That
Ouch.
A bloke turned in on me.
Was he very apologetic?
He was actually. He was an old boy.
If he's knackered your bike, that's different.
Well, no, the front wheel needs truing, but that's something that's very easily done. He will have had more of a shock than
Poor
I
old
did.
chap, yeah.
So, and this is easily mendable. But yeah, so don't get me because I don't want it to be my fault this evening.
Exactly. Yes. Injury lawyers for you. Just should be sponsoring us today.
Just to remind all that Blue Peak are sponsoring this match, not else. As another beamer is delivered,
He should be off now.
that should be it. And I think Neil's giving him a warning. But this is,
This is, yeah. No
Division
one,
6 of the
No one
IS
nearly got
League.
hurt.
But he does need to be careful, and that's so. Whew. Well, that was a well-pitched delivery, and never run on a misfield, but they have done.
Heavens above.
And that was a drop, I reckon.
Hello, Dolly.
Well, that sounded like a very clear nick off Alan's bat there. It's a hard outfield. And another thump, but that's going to go the whole way.
Yeah, yeah.
Easily
That's a
the whole way.
lovely
Shot. Ooh, and that one kept low,
Oh, dear God. that
off the
did,
leg,
didn't it?
and has gone through for a leg bye. These two seem to be dealing with the uneven bats, though.
Are you going to attempt to beat the bags? Or? Are you, James?
You've attempted.
I have had
And
an
what was
attempt.
your time?
I'm not telling you. It will be revealed at the midweek, but I seem quietly confident.
You felt the need that somebody needed to
to
attempt
either
it.
fail dismally or you know.
Well, maybe if I get a good week, try and do a beat the bears. I don't like chugging though. Quaffing.
No, exactly. Exactly.
I'm a gentleman, dear chap.
Oh no.
Not a chugger.
Don't mind slurping it down at a good rate, but
Nice little nudge.
Right, guys. I might
Lovely to see you,
yes,
James.
good. Lovely to see you,
to see you
James.
both
Yes.
too.
No more sherry. We don't bring any sherry with.
About James Martin Viewer is, I believe last season he only played 3 or 4 games for us, but he still feels as much a part as everyone else.
Loved it last year with him and Lucas back together. It's just incredible.
The score, 68
Oh, 68. There we are.
for 2 after 15.
That's not bad.
Drinks! We're having them.
I suppose time to shout out.
I haven't even given a rundown of the team, the first 11 team today. And then we'll do, shall we do shout outs after that?
Yes, absolutely.
Marvellous. So who is playing?
Written that down, no.
Neil, this
Made you worried now.
may help with the umpiring.
Try that. Neil. Try that. Have a try. See what you think.
Or have a sniff.
Have a try. Have a try. Go on.
Linseed oil.
No, it's not linseed oil.
Eating my
Just have a
intestine.
What does it taste like to you, Neil?
Dandelion and dirt.
Oh, okay.
Intriguing. Because I thought it tasted like port.
I think it's more Christmas pudding. Oh, that's wishful.
In a liquid form.
Yeah, exactly.
Christmas pudding blended.
Yeah.
It's just the day for Christmas pudding, I think.
Just the day.
Christmas pudding conditions. Shout out, only 2 really, and the lads from Newcastle Phoenix, the boys from KwaZulu,
Marvellous.
KwaZulu land, South Africa.
Blue Natal, isn't it?
Exactly, yes, it would be Natal. To all the boys of Bridevale down there in the beautiful village of Lytton Cheney.
Of course.
If you have dinner down there, then you should do in the White Horse as soon as possible. Thank you, Georgina. There's the chairperson. Chairperson? Chairwoman?
Chairperson. Let's be woke. Somebody has to be. Deep Point?
Is that Deep Point?
Deep Point, probably.
Is there such thing as Deep Point? Here we are. Let's have a look. I've got the.
Maybe not in cricket, but.
So it will be a Deep Point.
Deep cover point.
If there is such a thing. Well, there is now.
Right, and viewer, let us know. Oh, and that's high in the air, and oh, he's been dropped.
Oh, dear Lord.
A nick off the outside of the bat. Hello, Dolly.
Hello, Dolly.
Another change of bowler, and surprises me. Sorry once again to Black getting completely and utterly distracted and not noticing changing of bowling. Conventional right arm over this time. Very odd to see in this match thus far.
Wave from Harrison over there.
They could even be watching us. You never know. Let's see. The delay is usually about 10 seconds.
No.
No response whatsoever. So.
Wanted this at all. But thank you to the other 9.
Is that how many are watching us at the moment?
Mum and Dad are as well.
Mum and Dad. I don't think mine are, but mine have, yes, left the country for nothing nefarious, just
I was
holiday.
Say, we're in a hurry. You Dathwaites, it's all trouble, isn't it? It's all...
I can neither confirm nor deny, Your Honour. He reached for that.
Is that 50?
That is a 50. That's a 50 for Alan Doyle. You'll probably have the stats to how many he scored this season.
28 to go past 1,500 runs, so he's done that.
So he's done that. He's passed 1,500 runs. If this is your first time watching the Phoenix, thank you very much for joining us. I'm glad the test match is equivocally boring.
Now that bodes badly. Ali playing for Wolperston and Bertham.
Has he batted yet?
9 off 16, 2 fours. But if that is mowing, getting the warm up, we've got troubles.
And privileged as well.
Privileged,
I don't know.
Does he live in Wolperston? Danny Boy bowled well. 9 overs for 9 runs.
Oh, and he's finally, Rosie has let one through, one that was straight and one that didn't pick up at all. Matt is putting on his helmet and gloves. He certainly hasn't had any poor innings as yet.
As soon as we say that, though, you know that's... You know we've just got him...
Well, there we go. Yeah, it worked with Tom, didn't it? As far, Matt has batted absolutely terribly. We expected much from Matt coming into this year. He was playing exceptionally brilliantly in the winter nets, and since joining the Phoenix ones, he's been utterly shocking. Hasn't taken any wickets apart from the first game, and runs.
I think it's Uncle Tony out there.
Uncle Tony on his rum.
Yeah, Uncle Tony.
I'll tell you what, Uncle Tony, we'll do a part exchange. We'll send you some sherry in replace for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the sherry's flowing.
First delivery.
Well done, Matty.
2 full and just left. Watched, and that is the end of the over. Oh, and he's nicked that, and it's gone. Enters. He just wanted to play at them, and that's
a big one.
That was coming. It was coming. It just needed to connect with one, and that was it. Which paves the way for Ginto Francis.
Down and
with skipper Alan Doyle, who's. So I take it he was swinging it away quite a bit.
Moving away, which is very strange after 20 over this ball that we've been using this year. Good action, good young bowler.
You were just tempted into it several times.
It was there. I think it was there to be hit, but too good for me. Too good for me.
Shout and given out. LBW for Ginto. That's a shame. He was going along quite well. Stepped out to it.
This is a lovely position, gents.
It's lovely.
Well, thank you.
It is. We've enjoyed it. We've been drinking sherry. We've had the gin and tonic.
Yes.
Lovely.
Good come out.
How very civilised.
No brands as yet, but nice letting people know that we are game. So
if you've got any old wines and spirits you want to get rid of, just bring them down to the paper bag and we'll give you a mention.
Oh, there's that honey whiskey that I've been meaning to get rid of.
Yes.
Calvados from 1980.
Exactly. Some of those old going to Tenerife, that liqueur that was lovely. And then you bring it home and it's vile, isn't it? It's not the same.
Why on earth was I drinking
that? Cheese from Portugal. We brought sort of like a mountain of cheese back. In the end, we slung it away. We couldn't eat enough of it, you know.
When I was younger, we gatherings at Christmas time. My father's one of 4, and we used to go to each
Yes,
sibling sold one after another, and this cheese kept following
All right.
people around.
Yes, exactly.
Hosted Christmas the previous year would always bring this dollop of stinking bishop
Yeah,
to the next house and hold it in the fridge to the very next year.
Back of the sideboard that
Bottle of ooze
exactly
from Greece,
something
1984.
Like that. So there's always something that was
Short pitch delivery, and Bijan got down to it. Oh, exotic dive from point. He looked to have done himself a mischief, but I think he was just being a bit of a...
interesting though. Ouzo, I had a misspent youth away in Greece,
And talk about cricket.
and I got bitten quite badly by mosquitoes. And this chap from the bar, you know, you've been bitten there. He said, "Why don't you come to my bar every night and he said, come tonight, I'll give you a free ouzo, and if you don't get bitten for the rest of the night, then you've got to make sure you come and have a drink every night with us." I said, fair enough. So I went there every night after that, because I never got bitten for the rest of the night.
And a mosquito repellent, natural mosquito repellent ouzo, is it?
I don't know.
We need to recommend that to...
I don't know. They will.
I think we need to recommend that to Steve at Hawley, really.
Yes.
I'm going to speak to the lads, so I will see you gents in a bit.
Good, well done, mate. Well batted.
He did time it, but not in the way he wanted. Boyd Doyle.
It's always a scary time when I put my pads on, isn't it?
Well, have a go, mate.
What
Enjoy
number
it.
are
What
you
a
going
beautiful
into
day.
today then?
10.
10.
Go for it.
We now have
Charles.
Charles, who is a
Don't
moderate
s-
season.
yeah.
Well, Matt's still there. Tell you what, from Frogbox, it does look like a very menacing field. If you're around the Midhurst area, do go and join them. They're a wonderful bunch of welcoming people. Hope they remember to bring my drinks bottle back. My wife paid a bit of money for that.
Are you in the doghouse?
She just rolled her eyes again.
Yeah, you're in the doghouse.
And I said, well, at least it wasn't my boots.
That's true.
They're now scheduled for... Oh, wow. It's a gust. A gusty breeze picks up.
Divine intervention.
So where was I? Yes, because that's a full bunger.
that's a
Oh,
lovely
what a
catch.
take. What
an
a
outstanding
brilliant...
He's there for a reason, that lad. That
Indeed
lucky
he
Charles.
is. Fantastic catch. Probably not corks, which is an utter shame, as that was...
That was brilliant.
Delightful.
Well, absolutely past him. And
It went. I
was
think it went
really
straight
good
to
catch.
him, but it went like a bullet.
yes, yeah.
So, the wonder that is Samira Samaratunga is joining Matt Gullick at the wicket now. They are having a conversation at the inner circle. I mean, the furthest person out in this field at the moment
Is the bowler.
is the square leg umpire. New Syrup Awards, Rob. For those of you who don't know, our Syrup Award, I can't tell you the origins of what syrup means to us, because it's decent.
But it's not as bad as you're
It's
thinking.
not as bad as you're thinking, exactly. It was not something to do with any of us, it's something that occurred during online meeting. So that's as far as I'll go into it. Nothing nefarious, nothing sordid. But syrup, the joke of syrup took on so much that we decided at the end of our first year to give out syrup awards for ridiculous occurrences that had happened during the season. So we were thinking of the Ashes in honour of our beloved Mr. Cricket, Ash playing for the Twos today. Ashy, on a Saturday game viewer, for those of you who watch us regularly will know, does not have the quickest run rate in hand. I thought that an Ashy might be quite good for a
Yes, could be an
season,
Ashy, yeah.
either the slowest average during a season
Yeah,
for
strike
one
rate.
game. Yeah, strike rate.
Strike rate, yeah. Yeah, you get the Ashy. Maybe that
The
is
Ashy.
true. And maybe you have to wear one of Ashy's, you know, when Ash for a beard.
Oh yes,
Maybe we've
proper
got
beard.
you've got to have the beard. Were
Yeah.
you aware that of his thing on the midweek roundup saying that he liked shepherd's pie? Were you aware of that joke?
Oh, not
Well-
I. I just went straight over my head, that one.
Well, I shall explain after this ball. You won't be surprised it's involved in this. So Danny Boy has, because Luke's had his hair highlighted,
Right.
but his roots are very dark.
Ah!
So you can see where shepherd's pie has come from.
I totally understand now. Drinks. Again. Yes, after a very positive start from the Phoenix, Blackheath have made a solid comeback.
Yeah, they took a spell of wickets that really pulled themselves back into it.
Beaten by Sammy, past square leg, and that's gone the whole way to the boundary. Bent his back.
I'm actually going to have to leave you at 3:30. I will be back.
Good, because...
Got to let the dog out.
Okay. Needs a walk.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure I've got that in me, but... in fact, I'll leave you with some refreshment if you'd like some.
Oh, goodness.
I've just realised I haven't done it.
Oh, did we have to get in a certain number of cheeses?
No, not cheeses. Although that... Daniel Galley set us as many Oasis as we could.
But they have to fit in with exactly what we're saying. We can't just say Wonderwall.
Yeah, exactly. Eddie wanted to. There's a few others as well that I think, and maybe that's the next challenge going forward to do that, and then see whether the viewers can guess what it is that we're having. The cheeses is a good one. I hadn't thought of cheeses.
Kind of given away what we were supposed to do.
Oh,
damn it! That's fine. We're allowed to get enthusiastic and support our team. Be impartial. Short pitched and kept up, and Matt glanced that, and that's gone all the way down to fine leg.
I think he's worried that if he doesn't hit boundaries, Sammy will make him run.
Oh, and that's given out. Yeah. He reached for that one. It was a full toss. Shame, Sammy was batting well.
He was batting very well.
Went for the sweep shot, and that just went. The first time I've seen him walk out without a helmet. Feeling confident. He's over 18 now, though.
Yes, he is. He's a big lad.
Goes to the gym.
I don't think H is... You're not going to die wondering with H.
Nope.
I think you're going to know that he's going to come out and have a go. Don't know anyone eating sandwiches.
I promise. Sandwiches or ham and cheese croissant?
I think Tom's got ham and cheese croissant.
Has he now?
I'm on the brown bread, mate. See you later.
See you later. Chairman Rob there. That's high in the air. Fielder underneath it. But it drops right in front of him. Didn't pick it up at all, and that's a lucky escape for Harrison. Oh, and that's knocked him over. And that's it.
And that was indeed it. 154 set for Blackheath to chase, with Alan Doyle making a marvellous half-century once again. Wickets were spread evenly over the Blackheath bowlers, with Schultz taking 4 for 43. And after Alan Doyle roused his troops, they took to the field. Just after I'd had a little bit of unnecessary fun.
Well, hello there, viewers. Back again. So I do apologise for the lagging video quality. Matt Gullick, opening from the pavilion end. And Matt's taken a wicket! Right through the middle! Bunting for weeks! Hateful delivery. Perfect length. Clattered into middle stump. Oh, high shot, and Charles chasing in. And he's made the catch! And Matt's taken a second! Oh, and hit high in the air, and that ball's come straight to Neil Dukes. And he was taking it at gully. Delightful catch. And he's bowled him! Perfect pitch. Absolute jaffer there. Oh, short pitch delivery, and that picked up a bit, and it's given! Matt's on a fourfer. He indicated it was coming back into the right-hander. Well, it's got to hit the pad, Matt, not the bat. Well, it'll be interesting to find out, viewer, exactly how much footage from earlier was nice and clean and crisp and even. But I believe that Chairman Rob and I will mostly be talking about alcohol. And he's bowled him! And Charles George does what Charles George does best. Oh, a left-hander. Oh, witchcraft. Charles coming round the wicket. Oh, strike! And it's going high, just over Tom's head. Oh, wandering down the wicket there and through the bat at that. Firm strike all the way through between cover and mid-off. That's pretty much gone to the driveway. Fierce strike. Walks down the wicket again and again, another firm. That's gone to the boundary again. Charles is being taken to the cleaners here. That's between mid-wicket and mid-on. It's gone all the way down to Cop's corner. Burba coming round the wicket to the left-hander. Well, Sammy very, very keen about that. Well, Sammy can bend the batter's glove. And no walking going on there. Oh, a chance for a run out. And he's got him! And that was the danger man. That batsman was really starting to tuck into our bowlers, and oh well. But it is 84 for 7 off 15 overs. Oh, and there's a catch, and Red's gone straight to Rosie. The safest pair of hands in the field. The bullet hits straight to him, and that's bread and butter. Well bowled, well batted, well fielded. Cricket's the winner. Sammy's going to be a lot calmer now, back to his happy old self. Very rarely seen Sammy upset, but that was clearly knocked him. Near destroyed him, viewer. Oh, full bunger, but that's gone high in the air. Neil Jiggs is underneath it, and he's dropped it. No sun anymore in that area. Neil just completely missed it. Blackheath are now 98 for 8 off 18. What can Tom do? Slow delivery, and it's gone high in the air. Rosie underneath it again, and another catch. First delivery, how often does that happen? Oh, and he's gone. And that was unfortunate. Unfortunate.
So indeed the Blackheath batters were skittled in the end for 92, with Schultz making 24 and AF making 30. There's rather a few there with short names. One has to feel sorry for them. And at the top of the Phoenix bowlers, Matt Gullick proudly stands with figures of 4 for 30 and annoying Tom Fryer with 2 off only 4 deliveries. I won't go deeply into the second's result, as that will be available tomorrow in Rob's Weekly Roundup.
Well, if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully next week everything will run smoothly and we'll have an excellent video with which to show you. Thanks very much. Remember to like and subscribe. See you next time!
Come on, the Phoenix!